Good morning, everyone. Hope you're out enjoying your holiday weekend and staying safe and just remembering why we're celebrating this holiday in remembrance of the fallen heroes that gave me this opportunity to be able to film or gave you the opportunity to go out and work or do whatever you want to do in life. They paid the ultimate sacrifice so that way we can enjoy our freedom. Today I want to talk about side hustle. Sometimes it's really hard trying to find ways to make extra cash, but what I do is when I go to a customer's house and I see they have a car for sale, I offer my services to list the car for them because I'm already detailing the car, so then I can just take pictures afterwards and I'll post the car up on the Facebook Marketplace, and if I sell it, they give me a commission. I don't sell a lot of cars, but what I do sell is items that sit around in people's garages. For example, yesterday I had these boat lift motors. The customer put a brand new lift on his dock and the motors were practically brand new. He had just replaced them a month ago, but he didn't need those motors because they came with some upgraded better motors. So I posted them up on the Facebook Marketplace and I sold them for $600. He made $400 and I made $200. All I had to do is take pictures of them, post them up, and answer questions. And that's the biggest thing customers just don't want to deal with. They don't want to answer questions. A lot of times people will say, hey, is this available? Or they'll ask a million questions and they really don't want to buy the item, but people that are really busy in their life just don't have time to answer calls and questions and just go on and on. That's why it's frustrating for them. They'd rather throw the item away because they feel like it's not worth their time, because time is money and they're making more time than answering questions. But I have a lot of free time on my hands and it really doesn't take much effort for me to answer a bunch of questions, and I know usually when they're bullshitting me, I just don't pay no attention to them. But majority of the time I sell 99% of everything I post on the Facebook Marketplace, and it's great profit for your business. Last week I sold a $2,000 Louis Vuitton purse and I made $100, and I didn't even have to store the item. It stayed at her house, and when I sold it she gave me $100. It's a great deal. Going out and starting another business could be very challenging for you because you don't want to compete against the two, or you just don't have the funds. So creating a side hustle works out great. I also buy a lot of items and sell them. Like for example, last summer I bought a Predator 3500 watt generator, and the guy said he didn't know what was wrong with it, but he bought another one. So I picked up the item for $100. I took it home, I put gas in it, and then I cranked it and it fired right up. It's an $800 generator. And then a couple weeks later I found another generator, Honda EU 2000, and the guy said he didn't know what was wrong with it. So I took it apart and the carburetor had a lot of water and rust in it, so I replaced the carburetor and I fixed it. That was a $1,000 generator. I picked that up for $200. I kept the generators because they're great for my business, and if I decide I don't need them anymore, I'll sell them. I also buy kayaks. Kayaks have really good resale value, so I'll get them really cheap. I get them about $100, $200, and I'll sell them $400 or $500. Every now and then I find a kayak and I'll sell it. It's a great way to make extra income because it's on your time and you're not having to answer anybody, or you don't have to go work for a part-time job, and that way you can make the money on your time. And that's what I like, because I talk to a lot of people and it's just easier for me to sell the item than having the customer to sell the item. And you didn't have to make the purchase unless you find something that's really cheap and you know the resale value is high and you know you'll sell it really quick. It's an easy way to make some money. The best way to find items on Facebook Marketplace is don't target items that you know that have a high resale value. I look on Facebook Marketplace every day because I'm scrolling through Facebook. So usually the items that I pop up are the items that I'm not looking for. If I look for a kayak every day, it will become very frustrating and I'll never find a kayak. But if I'm looking for anything and everything in general, I'll find items that I want to buy and I'll flip them really quick, and it's easier than going out and working a part-time job.